Alright, welcome back everyone, and as you can see by the thumbnail and the setup of this video, we're slowly improving our quality of our videos, but today it's episode 3 of our Road to 2000 ELO, so let's start. Let's go for a 10-minute game here. Alright, we get the white pieces, our favorite, the London opening. Goes for a bishop g7 setup. Alright, we then win this game and we get to 1600 hopefully. It's the first time I think I've been, first time I've been to 1600 on my rapids. So hopefully that'll happen today. Alright. Goes for like a King's Indian setup. Modern defense. Let's go knight g3 here. I'm just always watching because moves like this can come in at a wrong time. So right now, if he does something like this, for example, it's defended because I can take. Actually, it's not. I just can't count, so fully ignore me. So he can do something like this now, if he really wants to. That, or he's going to go knight here and castle, is usually how it works. Yep. So he strikes in the center. So do I take? So if I take, he's going to take, or he's going to take and take. If he takes with the knight of the bishop, I'll probably take it. But I might go take. He doesn't have his queen here, so a lot of the time what will happen is this trade will happen, and then he'll push this pawn and fork these two because he has a defensive piece here. But he did it early enough that you can just back up this bishop, basically. And then he can't push. So I'm going to do take, just trade everything. Alright, so then we're going to go back. He might push, but because he has this open diagonal now, which, yeah. So this is an example of how to not play this. So we're going to might have our first loss here, to be honest. Give you guys an example of what not to do. So he's looking at this. He's trying to win the rook. He's also trying to win the bishop. So I don't want him to win this because he could get out of there. Let's see. Knight here. Take. Take. And then he might just take and take. You know what? We'll play this. We'll go down a bishop. Play here. We're gonna play down a bishop and see what we can do. Be a bishop for a pawn. Take, take. He's gonna go here. He's just gonna take everything because he's up. We're gonna play for time and play for tricks or any tactics that we can find here. Surprised it didn't take. Normally at this level, if you're up, they just start trading everything. Alright, so he wants that bishop. I could try to save it, like if I do something like this, but then I'm just going to get hammered away by these pawns. So I think it's best to just let him take and open here. I'm down material. I'm down a bishop for a pawn. I do want this pawn defended. Maybe block off the bishop's line of sight, because the queen's always going to come straight in here. I might do something like that, and then just take this way with the f-pawn, so I have a rook open. Because if I move my queen too early, then I lose this pawn, and then he just trades, and he's up like 3 points of material. So I think I go something like... It does the... If I take with the f-pawn, it does weaken this, but I think I like the rook open. He's going to castle there, though, so... We're just going to go for... Go d4. He's going to take here, probably. That's my guess. That or he's going to castle right away. If he castles immediately, then... Maybe we'll go like queen b3 or queen f3. No, he didn't castle right away. That's interesting. I could centralize the rook. Rook fe1 or rook ac1. Do I go here? I don't have much here. Like I could go queen f3, but I'm not really doing much here because I'm staring at protected pawns and this diagonal is pretty blocked off. This file, I mean. Maybe I'll just go queen e2 and be safe. Alright, so I don't want to run into something like this. So I think I might put the rook behind here, because he could do something like here, and if I just do like a lazy move like this, then he can take here, and I can't take back because then I lose my queen. We're gonna put the rook here in the center. He might trade now, he might go for this. Yeah, so he does that. So this is still defended, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do want to bring my queen out of there. Do something like d3. Doesn't really help because you're staring at areas that don't really do anything. And you are directly behind the line of queen sight. But we don't want to lose too much time because we're down like a minute and a half almost, so. Alright, a5. I could just go a4 because this is still protected. If I go a4, if he does something like this, I win the pawn or take with the knight. There's no tactics here. I can always just take everything. These are defended. The bishop is pretty powerful, but he can just take at any moment. I think I'm going to go something like a4 because I want to stop anything over here. Because now if he does this, I win the pawn. Could always do something like, if this pawn ever pushes, I might do something like d5 and e4, lock the center with a couple pawns. Not entirely sure. I might, now that my rook's centralized, if he takes, I might go for something like h takes. Okay, so he does push. This does give my knight a spot to jump in. I can't take because his queens are staring at each other, I lose it. I might go here and then here. If I go here, he might just take. But then I can potentially push and have a protected passed pawn here. I think I'm going to push. I just want to make sure I don't ever give this bishop too much power in this diagonal. Doesn't have anything else. Like his queen's kind of trapped. Doesn't have any squares it can go to. I can go here. This pawn's still protected. So he does take like this. I'm going to take with the h-pawn. So we're going to go here. Gotta catch up on time a bit. Do a little less thinking, a little more straightforward play. So he does allow me to do that. I think we're going to do this. So if we do this, he can go in here, which might be an issue. If I go here, here, he can do stuff like here, like he can get in. I don't know if I like that right away. We're going to put the knight here. We're just going to centralize. Control some squares. I do want to do this, but I don't want the knight here. I want this pawn gone. I did give up the pawn here. So he takes now. So I think I'm going to take like this. He's going to take here. I'll just bring the rook. It does give me a target, though. It does give me a target of this pawn, because it only has the one defender right now, and it's pretty weak. I might push my e-pawn forward, too. Maybe go f3 and make a pawn chain here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Because I don't care if he takes. I might go rook takes, so I have a target here. Or no, I guess I'll go queen takes, because then I'm 100% targeting it. Go queen c4, so I lock it in. I don't like pinning myself, but I also don't want this pawn to move at all. So I think we go here. Just want to make sure my king can run out. He does have this check here, but I think I just go here. I can always run out if I need. I might put my rook behind the D pawn, maybe. I do want to unpin myself. All right, so he does allow me to take. Yeah, so he protects. I think we're going to do this. Maybe bring my king. He does have this check. Yeah. So I think we go here. He's going to try to play fast now because I'm down on time. Yep. Or slide the queen back. He can take here. I just want to make sure I don't get mated. He might do something like this. So if he does this, I go here immediately. Because otherwise I'm mated. This is going to be a good example of a loss, probably, is my guess. Because if he goes here, I have to go here immediately. I just hung my rook too, by the way. Nice. Take. All right, down 6 points of materials. Can we win? I'm just fully not paying attention. All right, let's see if we can win. 6 points of material. We're going to pass D pawn coming at them. All right. Can we win? Push. All right. Double protect it. We're going to go here, bring the king. Ah. He's going to take it. We have to keep the queen on the board because otherwise we have no chance. Yep. All right. It's going to be a loss. Just going to ladder mate. Yep. And checkmate. Nice. Yeah, that was a horrible game. So let's review that. Just have a look here. Yeah, we did not play well. He had a huge advantage there from the beginning. Yeah, so here it just wants you to go back because normally there's a queen here and there's a threat of pushing with the fork. But because there isn't here, he can push and I can just take it. Yeah, and then as soon as I take, it's an accuracy here because he wants you to just get the knight in right away because otherwise you have this issue with the bishop. So he didn't play it right, actually. I could have gone A3, which is interesting. He wants me to give up that pawn there. Why don't we go knight B5 so I can go for this fork? Wow. I gotta remember that. Yeah, and then it was just no advantage from here on out. And then I hung my rook for no reason. Yep. And then all the way to mate. He let me get this pawn through. I was hoping he would screw up and let me do some check here and then just give repeated checks, which would have been nice, but unfortunately not. So let's go for another one. All right, white again. Go for our London. C5. So usually against these, the best thing I'm pretty sure is to just take it, but I usually kind of ignore it and just play for this. He does this, I go back, yeah, and he does something like this, and then I have to back up usually. A lot of the time he blunders this pawn. People blunder it because they don't realize that it's unprotected. So we're going to go this, we're going to get the bishop out. I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes I go for this, go for like B5 and pin, as opposed to the normal spot in the London where it goes to like d3. But I'm not totally sure if that's the best computer move. I might have to look at that afterwards or sometime. But for now, I think I'm just going to go here. And then we're going to castle. All right, we're just going to be safe because if I don't do this, no, not that. We want to unpin ourselves, but we want to have it protected. I think I might just bring the bishop back because we don't want something like this. It wasn't the best, go the bishop here and then back again, but I don't want anything like e4 trapping my knight because you can't move because you're pinned. So we're going to go back because now I'm able to move it and trade and trade. All right, we're going to castle. Kick this. Yeah, so he's going for this. This is common target in the London. I might just slide my queen over. Go knight bd2. Because I don't like, usually it's not good to do this setup where you have like b3. It doesn't work that well. So I think I'm just going to slide over. And then we're going to kick the bishop out here. And then go here. All right, kick the bishop out. Here. So this bishop is free now to... So I can go here. I can't take because I'm pinned, obviously, but... So if I go here, he can't take anything. Like, you can go here, I can just take. He can just keep it there, too. But I think I'm going to do this. And then unpin myself. And that way I can also move this knight potentially. All right. So I do want to keep defending this pawn. If I go here, you can do something like this. I can block. I'm going to bring my rooks to the center here somewhere. Yeah. So I go here, he pushes. I can just take because I have 3 attackers. But if he takes take, I do lose this pawn and his queen gets in. So I could do something more like this and go e4. I'm sacking a pawn anyways, but I don't like this. Okay, so he goes here. Can't take because I'm pinned, obviously. I do want a queen trade, so I might go like here. So I go here. Can't go here. Can't go here. He has to go back again. So I think we go here. Oh? So can I not just take? Because I can take here because I'm defended multiple ways. Take. I think I'll take with the knight. Yeah. Okay. He just went for that. Let's go. Rook to the center here. This pawn's defended, so he can't infiltrate. If I go here, I gotta watch out because I can't go here because he can push the e-pawn and it's a fork. So, we're gonna do something like this, just so there's, remove the bishop here. So I'm just gonna go here. If he takes, I take. Nope. Okay. I could do something like this. This looks a little funny. No, we're just going to do this. It's probably not going to work, but it's probably going to, yeah. So we can go back. We're going to do... I could go get this bishop. You know what? I might do this because... we're targeting this pawn, and it's now a target as well. Because if he defends with like the rook, then I just take and take. We are down over 2 minutes on time, so we want to be careful. We are up 2 points. I might just take. He can go behind, but then I think I just double as well. I also have a target here. Because if he goes behind, then I think I just go here. Also, this is just defended anyway, so I can just go back. So I can just go back if I want. Or I could take here. Do I want to be really greedy? Do I take here first? And then go back? Because I do always have squares. Like, I have more than one square. I think you know what? We're going to be really greedy. Why not? Because this is always defended by the rook. We're going to be really greedy this game. All right. So I think I can just push now. So, because if I go here, doesn't do anything. Again, he can go here. I think we just push. Takes. We're going to just double here. All right, we're going to unpin our rook. He is threatening to take here. We're just going to do this. This looks really goofy, but it does protect ourselves. I might go here. We're going to do this. Get our knight in now. This is kind of goofy looking. We're going to get this knight in. Bring your knight. Can't take. Can always bring my king here if he doubles. Can I push? Alright, we're going to defend first, and then we're going to push. And do this. Push the pawn. Threaten mate. We're going to trade either way. Sack the bishop. Nah, we'll keep it. And he resigns. Nice. Well, that was better than the last game. Let's review that quick. I don't think I played that totally perfectly, but 83. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't like me playing there. It wanted me to just go knight c3 and switch to like Joe Bava London kind of setup with the knight on c3 as opposed to d2. It was fine. We were down. It always just wants me to sack this pawn. Whenever the queen comes out, it always, knight c3, it always picks for some reason. It wants you to just get rid of this pawn because it thinks the queen doesn't do much there, but I prefer to just defend. This was a big mistake because he could have gone e4, yeah, he could have done it here, I forgot, and then won this bishop because it was undefended. That is the problem in the London here, when you have the bishop on this diagonal, a lot of times you can lose pieces here because they can push their e-pawn. He didn't go for that, of course, and then we're fine. We defended I can just take the knight, blundered, kick this bishop out, convert, trade, come back, yeah, and resign. All right, well, that was the third episode, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.